Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Remember the Tyler Joseph Lounge in 2024. That is now up on Q101's YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. You can watch it anytime you want. 10 minutes away, we'll get you on the phones for Clash with Kenzie and trivia. But wow, what a weekend.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
And boy, I'm not going to look at my DraftKings total in my account. Made a whole bunch of bets on the games this weekend, the Super Wildcard weekend. And, you know, I had a parlay set for every game. And Kenzie, that's when you make multiple bets. You add legs to a bet. So everything has to happen in that bet for you to win, but then it pays out way more because of that. The more things you put in a bet, then the more chances you have to win a lot more money.
Oh, I thought that it was that pirate thing that Captain Jack Sparrow talked about all the time.
Oh, a parlay. Which is, I think that means when they have a conversation with enemies to settle the difference.
And they negotiate
a
truce.
Yeah.
I thought you had a lot of truce negotiating this weekend.
Oh, I had none. I just lost money.
Oh, okay.
So I took every team so far that's won except for the first game. The Texans crushed the Chargers 32-12. I picked the Chargers. Now, up until tonight, where you've got the Vikings and the Rams, where I took the Vikings, if that would have came through, I made a $10 bet on all 6 games. If I would have got all 6 games right, it would have paid out $248 for $10, Kenzie.
Well, that would have been fun.
It would have been fun. But
it did not.
It was really fun. I would have took you to lunch.
No, you wouldn't have. Why do you have to lie?
But the first game I lost, so it was all over, as opposed to a couple years ago when I had a $100 bet on for $5,000, and the last game ruined it. So your perspective as a non-gambler, what do you think is better, Kenzie? Just knowing it's over right at the beginning, or having this great thrill all weekend and then you lose it at the end of the weekend?
I would like it to just be over immediately and then move on with my life. I don't need my hopes crashing into the ground.
I did say I did a lot of things with my daughter, so that worked out nicely. But if I had that going, if I was riding that,
right.
Harper, we can't go play basketball because I've got to see if the Bills will take out the Broncos and et cetera. Case, what do you think as an experienced degenerate gambler like myself?
You got to chase the dragon. I want to feel that high. I want to know what it's like to have 5 legs successful of a 6-leg parlay and then to suffer that crushing defeat in the 6th one, man. I'm all about the ride.
I will say it felt like an empty $5 wasted when the first team loses.
Yeah, that's like putting money in a vending machine and not getting anything out. It just swallowed your money.
Wow. That puts it to perspective. It really did.
I know how to talk to you.
Yeah. Like when you push those Rice Krispie treats and nothing comes out.
Or it gets stuck, which happens in our vending machine all the time, where it teases you. It gets stuck in the holster. It's the worst thing that ever happened.
How is this better? You just lose anyways.
Yes, but the thrill. A great man once said, this was some other degenerate gambler that I know.
What?
He said, money won is so much sweeter than money earned.
But you still lost it.
Correct, but I could have thought I was going to win all weekend.
Okay.
So you get that adrenaline, that dopamine.
Yeah, kids, you got to think about the high. Forget about the low. Everybody has lows. It's about how high you can get.
I do think that you guys should go to counseling or GA.
1-800-GAMBLER if you have to go. Go
Gamblers
for it.
Anonymous.
I think I'm okay. I think I'm good.
Yeah, they all say that.
Brian seemed unfazed.
Yeah, no, I feel great.
You know what?
Okay.
Instead, I'm putting all of it on Vikings Rams tonight. And I'm going to make it all back.
Not good.
Oh, boy. I tapped in the Harper's college fund. It's early. She's 2, but I kept a little bit of money out of there. She ain't going to miss it. She doesn't even know that college fund exists.
Come on.
Let's go.
That's not good.
What do I always say, Brian? You got to spend money to make money.
Damn right.
He's not making it.
But he's going to.
Yeah. I'm gonna, Kenzie. I'm gonna make the money.
That's what they say. Guaranteed. It's the DraftKings guarantee.
I will say I've had some really great years. This year has been my worst gambling season ever in sports because it's been very unpredictable with football, with basketball. Everything's been bad.
You just keep on trucking, don't you?
Doesn't mean I'm not looking at that line move throughout the day with Vikings Rams.
Yeah.
Now, last night, so obviously Texans crushed the Chargers. Ravens beat the Steelers. Bills slammed the Broncos. Big game in my house. Eagles did it against the Packers, and, of course, in Chicagoland. It wasn't pretty, but the Eagles pulled it out. Commanders last second over the Buccaneers. So they tie the game. They go to their field goal kicker. This guy has not hit a field goal in the NFL since 2021. He was certainly fidgeting a whole bunch before the kick, and here's what it sounded like.
Washington won a wild card game, won a playoff game, was 2005 here. Chance to do it with Gonzalez. From 37 to send Washington to the Final Eight. The Washington Commanders off the upright, and it is in!
Did you hear that, Kenzie? It hit the goalpost, a big ass doink, like the double doink here in Chicago. But it
went in.
It was one big doink and it went in.
The Washington Commanders off the upright, and it is in! They doink their way to the divisional round! Unbelievable!
I have seen it all now. I even get a divisional doink. I feel like every time I see
Divisional doink.
A
And
win is a win, baby. I don't care.
damn right.
I don't care how the sausage is made.
Now, something was weird after that, and I couldn't figure out if it was related to football or not, that 6 inches was trending on Twitter after the game. The phrase 6 inches. And of course,
Did they use the guy from Elf when he's like 6-inch ribbon curls, girl, 6 inches?
Oh.
that is a great poll. I was thinking something sexual with 6 inches on Twitter when I saw that. I couldn't figure
You're
it
like,
out.
yeah, that's pretty good, right? How does everyone feel about that?
Well, then I found out that this came up, which Cris Collinsworth was saying after the kick, because this kicker took off his shoe and his sock before the kick. He was very OCD like me. He was scratching his head like 1,000 times in a row. And here was them describing what happened while watching the kicker before he kicked.
He was fidgeting with his helmet. Whatever he lined up in that head and that foot, Tressway put it down, and Gonzalez doinked them to Detroit.
that may have been the 6 inches that made the difference.
Hey-oh.
And that's why 6 inches was trending yesterday.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
All right, let's do this. First one of the week. Kenzie was 3-2 last week in Clash with Kenzie and Trivia. See if you can beat her. And it would be, is this Carl?
This is Carl.
Carl. Competing against Kenzie today. Carl, ahoy, tell us something interesting about yourself.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for having me on. Well, right now I'm currently door dashing this early in the morning, so that's a little interesting fact about me.
Wow, busy. Somebody's food's going to get cold, huh?
Yeah.
They're like,
actually,
it
there
says
was
he's
some
here.
alcohol. So
Oh, alcohol.
Wait. You're delivering alcohol at 7:23?
yeah, people need to drink, man. It's early. It's cold.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's cold out.
Mimosas.
Well, I don't think it's not champagne, right? It's probably some kind of rock gut alcohol.
Yeah, I would have to assume so. I'm not about to open the bag, but
Is that right?
yeah.
Come on, take a peek, man. Take a peek. Take a peek. Take a peek.
He's
Take a
trying to,
peek.
like, lie on the radio,
It'll be cool.
incriminating.
It'll be cool. Take a peek.
Leave him alone.
It looks like it looks like whiskey. I think it's whiskey. It's got to be.
Whiskey at
Jameson.
7:24.
Are you delivering a Motley Crue?
I feel like someone also lost all their DraftKings bets last weekend on football like I did. Just get some whiskey and just
Yeah.
call it a day. All right, here we go. First 1 to 5 wins, Carl. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Carl. 1, 2, 3, call it.
All right, let's go heads.
It's tails. Kenzie wins. I know.
Thank God. Okay, let's go.
All
What
right,
do we
Ken-
got, baby?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Kenzie,
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher held what job throughout the 80s in the UK? Margaret Thatcher,
Held a job. She held a job.
she had a job
She was a door dasher.
delivering whiskey.
This may be so stupid.
Okay.
Was she a prime minister?
She was a prime
Okay.
minister. You always say that before you get it right.
Oh.
This is going to be so dumb.
Well, because I don't know why I thought that. Couldn't pick her out of a lineup, but that sounded right.
I don't know if she's still living.
No, Margaret Thatcher is dead.
She passed away.
Yeah.
Well,
She
poor
sounds like a nursery rhyme.
Margaret Thatcher. How's that?
Margaret Thatcher. I don't know, like it's
Go ahead.
like,
No, sing a nursery rhyme with Margaret Thatcher.
or kind of like one of the murder ones, like took a hatcher and like beat somebody.
Interesting
and
perspective.
bashed her.
All right, 1-0. Back to Carl.
That's right.
Carl, what is the slowest moving living land mammal?
Has to be a tortoise.
It's not a tortoise. Kenzie, do you know?
Well, because a tortoise isn't a mammal, aren't they?
It's a reptile, I believe.
Yeah. So a mammal, something warm, probably a slothy.
It's a sloth or a slothy. We'll accept slothy.
Little slosters.
Yeah. 2-0. And it's back to Kenzie?
That's right.
Oh, boy. Kenzie, in what arcade game did players attempt to avoid vehicle traffic and crocodiles? What was the name of that video game?
And crocodiles.
Yeah, arcade game, I should say. An arcade game.
Crocodiles.
Yep. You had to avoid vehicles, traffic.
It's Frogger?
It is Frogger. That's right.
Wow.
God.
Oh, my God. I was just trying to think of the name of the car one where you bounce.
Grand Theft Auto.
No, isn't Frogger, I could be wrong, isn't it where you're trying to avoid trucks and vehicles?
You are,
yeah?
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be really stupid, but is it Frogger?
I know.
You're killing it. 3-0.
And back to Carl.
Woo!
All right, Carl, you need one here. Carl,
All right.
Loose-fitting casual slacks with large patch pockets on the thighs are known as what?
Cargo pants.
Cargo pants is right. That's the most over description of something I've ever heard.
I was like, maybe I'm wrong.
Carl knew it.
God, I lived in cargo pants from 2003 to 2011.
What happened in 2011? The stock market finally catch up to you?
Well, they went out of fashion.
Yes, they did.
Well, you've always been up with all the trends, so it's good that you need to stop.
In 2011, I said, nope, threw them all away.
These are out. All of a sudden, he's Devil Wears Prada over here.
I had some camo cargo pants that I loved to death.
Oh, men think camo matches anything.
Well,
it's unbelievable what they throw on with camo.
It's
I
the
threw my husband's away.
definition of camouflage.
No, it's not the definition of camouflage.
Or chameleon. I don't know, whatever.
Whatever. All right,
Either
it's
one.
3-1. Back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, name one NFL team in the playoffs that's still in the playoffs.
Who's still there? Are the Broncos there?
Oh, too
No?
bad. Yeah. They
Were they there recently?
They were there over the weekend.
I know my brother was excited about it. That's why I heard about that.
Carl, can you name one?
Yeah, let's go Vikings.
Oh, Vikings is correct.
Not let's go, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, go with.
All right,
3-2. Back to Carl.
Carl, what name is given to the dark areas on the surface of the sun?
Those are sunspots.
Sunspots is right. 3-3.
Should be dark spots because the sun is bright. You know what I mean? Odd.
Sunspots. That's what they're called.
You think they're bright spots?
You don't want to continue on with that conversation?
Nah, I got nowhere else to go.
You don't have to comment on everything, Brian.
That's why I moved on.
God, yeah, that's what they're called.
All right, Kenzie.
Thank you.
Is it Kenzie's turn?
It is. It's 3-3.
Coney Island was the first American amusement park to introduce what, Kenzie? Coney Island.
To introduce corn dogs, maybe?
Oh,
Don't they have those there, like the Coney dogs?
they do.
Oh.
And how good does a corn dog sound right now?
I know.
That sounds amazing.
It's not a corn
I
dog.
thought that's what they were known for.
Carl, to take the lead here, Coney Island was known for the first American amusement park to introduce what?
A roller coaster?
A roller coaster is right. Kenzie,
Wow.
Kenzie thought corn dogs
Wow,
first.
he didn't even know either. We were just guessing amusement park adjacent things.
So is it back to Carl for the win?
It's back to Carl for the win. He was down 3-0. Now he's ahead 4-3. He can win it with a correct answer.
Well, Carl, instead of, and this is the order they go, usually these kind of questions are thrown at Kenzie, but it goes to you. The Battle of Okinawa was the last major battle of what war? The Battle of Okinawa.
The Battle of Okinawa.
We don't need to say it
That
again.
that sounds like a Google.
Okina. What do you got? 3?
The war.
2. Give me a war. Give me
1812.
It was not the War of 1812. Kenzie, you love these questions. The Battle of Okinawa was the last major battle of what war?
I think it's definitely one of the world ones, and I'm going to say 2.
2 is right. Tie game.
There we go.
The sequel.
Figure it out. Why is everyone fighting again?
No kidding.
Because 1 million people dead wasn't enough.
Everyone needs to redo kindergarten. Get along, people.
It's amazing after that first one, they went let's do this again.
It was the same country.
world.
Germany.
The world.
It was Germany that was like, we're going to do it again.
Let's go. Let's go. It's like wild card weekend and the wars.
Like, we know what we did wrong last time.
God.
We got it.
This time, we're not going to F it up.
No, come on now.
Obviously.
Then we pulled out those nuclear bombs that scared the crap out of everybody, and then World War II ended.
Yeah, we showed them. All right, 4-4 back to Kenzie for the win.
Oh, Kenzie can win with this one?
She can.
Wow. Kenzie,
What?
in what decade did it become required for all new cars to have seat belts? What decade?
Oh, well, I know my mother-in-law didn't have to have it, so later than that. What? Why'd you say it like that?
I just like how you threw your mother-in-law in there that she didn't need seat belts when she started driving.
She didn't. She told me that the other day. I'm like, good Lord. I don't know, 60s?
60s is right.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. For feeling like you guessed on every question today, you crushed it.
Thank you.
And, Carl, you did great, too. You had
got those
4.
corn dogs wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got 4, Carl. Both people, you all win. Everybody's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. See, the World War would have never happened if we were in charge. Look how
Damn
happy
right.
we are.
Well, Carl, thanks. I hope you're at your destination to drop off some whiskey to someone at 7:31 today.
Yep, you got it, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, thanks for listening, man. We appreciate you. And if you want to get in again tomorrow, remember we get you on the phones right around 7:10. We get you on the phones for Clash with Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.